Howdy, nerds! So, a lot of you were asking me to take a look at the latest story mission. I've already kind of gone through it when it came out, but a lot of you were like, Sages, did you see what's going on? And I was like, are you. This isn't another thing where it ends in a barbecue, is it? And no, it isn't, obviously. We're going to just skip through the dialogue here, of course. This is the portion about, hey, look, we're gonna do the Rite of Frost and make your gun like shoot ice or something, and then we're gonna pew pew Surtur, and he's gonna be like, ow, that really hurt, and it was made of ice, and how dare you? But outside of that, a lot of you have been pointing out this, and I'm just gonna say it when we get to it. Where the hell have you been the last 2 or 3 chapters, guys? But no, I could definitely see what you're talking about, because a lot of you seem to really want Veronica. You really, really want Veronica in any shape or form, and it really seems like the storyline is trying to at least turn her towards us, or at least make her more, I guess the word would be redeemable. Because she's been trying to show up a lot more, and she obviously seems like she's very miserable in the audience of, with what she has going on right now. Obviously, I'm talking about things like right here. Veronica obviously cares about Xander. She wants him to escape. Mostly because Surtur and Loki really, really want her to apparently go back to Muspel, or Muspel, whichever it's supposed to be, and, do some sort of rite or something like that. I kind of forget exactly. I think that was at the start of this chapter. But now we have Veronica, and, the story is actually kind of picking up again after last chapter, and they're doing a better job here. And you're starting to kind of see the cracks here. She obviously cares about Xander. Xander obviously cares about her brother-sister kind of relationship here. And I find that pretty funny, and you start to notice that Surtur is definitely becoming the much bigger villain here. That was kind of obvious from the start of Book 2. This man literally wants to set the world on fire. Not just figuratively, but he actually wants to have the world burn. Because why not? And you're starting to see this a lot more, right? You're starting to see Veronica show up and just be like, I don't like this. You were being way too much for me. And I'm supposed to be the evil little girl. She was I forget, she was the logo for Heroes for quite some time, and now it's Fjorm, of course. But yes, I'm noticing this a lot more, but it's been something that's been happening throughout the chapters lately, is that Veronica is definitely starting to show that she is less happy about the current situation she's in. And, of course, that means that I'm starting to see a lot of similarities to actual Fire Emblem games where they do this kind of thing, where, we have a villain for a little while who's obviously, I wouldn't say she's misguided, at least for Veronica, but she's obviously having her own situation going on, and she's in a very bad one now, because she's obviously met, some really bad people. She's fallen in with the wrong crowd. The worst crowd. And now she's starting to realize her choices probably weren't the best. And because of it, we may get something like what happened with Awakening, where we got Xenologues, where we eventually get to unlock characters that were from the story and, may or may not have been villains. And of course, I'm expecting that this might actually be something that's coming on fairly soon. I'm not sure if it was because IS knew that Veronica was popular. I mean, she's going to have her own Choose Your Legends version of herself, which is going to be strange. And I'm wondering if they're trying to get the normal Veronica, this one right here, to become what she will eventually be with, before Choose Your Legends, and actually get a normal version of her available. Personally, I would like that, but the storyline seems to be really drifting towards that, such as Surtur being a complete asshole to her. And things like that. I mean, it's such an oddity. I know people want me to really talk about the story here, but let me just say, the storyline in this game, it wanes a bit. Sometimes it's not so great. Sometimes it's decent and does a good job at what it's supposed to be. And this is one of the better chapters, I feel, at least representing Veronica. And I know a lot of you really, really want her, and there seems to be telltale signs that it's going towards that. So, I don't know what you guys would want, or what you guys would really, if you really want Veronica or not, but it looks like she's starting to, move towards that. I'm not sure if that's actually something that's really all that amazing, but you know what? Since we can, I'm going to do this one last time. put in the, I'm just going to throw another last $15 gift card out there for you guys in case you want it. Tell me what you think. Do you think Veronica might eventually come out as a free character, from a Xenologue or something like that? Or do you think eventually she'll just show up in the summoning pool? Or do you think they're just going to skip that and go straight to Choose Your Legends? It's really hard to say. But, yeah, I mean, it's a really odd thing that's happening in the storyline. She's probably one of the weirder characters to show such disdain for the situation she's gotten herself into. And speaking of, you know how every time you start the game you hear her say Fire Emblem, or maybe someone else say Fire Emblem? Technically, Veronica has voice lines for the titles of every single one of the Fire Emblem games out there, just to give you an example.
Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light.
You get the basic idea. She actually has all of the games in the actual data voice line for it. Like,
Thracia 776.
You see? It's very interesting. I'm wondering if they were originally going to be using her for something like that, just kind of, explain where the characters come from. But unfortunately, they don't seem to have that. So, I'm just going to have to live with this, this little thing right here.
Gaiden.
Yeah, good for you. But honestly, when it comes to the storyline, it's really up to you. I don't know what you guys think, but such is life for poor Veronica. Maybe one day we'll get her. Maybe she'll be free. I would really like that, because they've kind of been leading into that. So, either way, that's pretty much it. I'm going to continue to work on my Golden Week quest progress now. And then I have, a movie in about an hour? Ooh, I need to get ready. Alright, guys, I'll see you later. Do put the comments in the, comments below. And tell me what you think. For now, though, nerds, I'll see you later. Bye.